You have $30 and 8 mouths to feed. What's for dinner? My go-to cheap meal in university was a can of tuna with 2-3 boiled potatoes, whatever veg I had lying around, and 2-4 TBSP of Kraft Caesar salad dressing if I was real fancy, a bit of olive oil, salt and pepper to taste. Like a poor man's noi-size salad. 8 cans of tuna $18.99 Costco. 1 10-pounds bag of potatoes $5.99 Real Canadian Superstore. Kraft Caesar salad dressing $3.79. Assorted veggies $5. That's a couple of weeks of food. The potatoes will keep for ages, tuna stores forever, and you can change it out with different combos of veggie sauce. Kalu pork. Pork loin, liquid smoke, brown sugar, soy sauce, salt, buns or rice. Put pork in a pressure cooker, saute each side 3 minutes, add the other stuff, high pressure cook for an hour, pressure release 20 minutes, shred and serve. It makes a ton of pork. The smallest pork loin at the grocery store here makes 5 people's worth and it's very tasty. I hate cooking and my Instant Pot has been a godsend, between the pressure cook function and the slow cooker function. I'm going to a church or a food bank. They'll give beans, rice, bread, milk, and sometimes vegetables or ready-made meals. If we're lucky then we'll get dessert too. After that we'll see what we still need to make a decent meal. I'll probably look on Facebook to see if anyone is getting rid of canned food nearby. I've seen it fairly often, especially near military communities. Odds are at this point I'll just need cheese, rice, tinned beans, tin chopped tomato, some kind of fake meat, whatever is the best value for money in bulk, maybe add some sweet potato. Got to add in the flavors as well, but most of that you can get in bulk in Asian stores so it's pretty cheap. Second meal. Rice, Thai green curry paste, coconut milk, broccoli, manchu and corn pieces. Third. Pasta bake. Wouldn't even cost 10 pounds and would fill everyone easily. My go-to cheap microwave meal lately has been Great Value meatballs 66 counts $6.96 or turkey for $7.96. Rao's tomato basil 24 ounces $6.88. Great Value white bread 24 slice $1.32. 6-8 meals for just over $15. Not getting cheap sauce has made the meal worth it. I usually have 3 sandwiches at a time with 3 meatballs and a single slice of bread. It's a decent small meal to get by, especially with a cheap salad on the side. Whole roast chicken with potatoes and heirloom carrots. Chicken should be $12-ish bucks. Potatoes 6 and carrots 5. Put them all in one big baking dish and salt and pepper. Literally that's it. Put it in the oven at 450 for like an hour. Ultimate crowd pleaser, and the natural juices from the chicken marinate everything. I could get 12 boxes of store brand Kraft Dinner for like $5.50. So maybe that and hot dogs. Hot dogs and mac and cheese were always served together when I was growing up, and I have no idea why exactly, but you could feed 8 people for well under $30 if you go the white trash route with it. My chili recipe with cornbread. You can double the recipe, use cornbread mix, and still come out with money left over. 3 pounds of meat, couple of cans of manwich and some rolls. One of my family's favorite poverty meals. You'll likely have leftovers too. If you have ketchup, you can use that as a substitute for manwich, and it's thicker sauce. At my local Target, that will come in at just under $30. Just made a great beef stew. $22 for 9 portions. Including red wine. Actually there's a lot, you just have to cook at home. That said, prices have gone up so much so quickly I doubt anyone has changed their lifestyle enough to compensate for how much poorer they are. Ramen. Several packs of instant ramen, a dozen eggs, package of frozen mixed veggies, few bottles of soda juice, tea, water, something to drink. Anything left over would be used for various sauces and spices that each person can add to their dish. Get a gourmet ramen packs per head and a bag of frozen stir fry. Try and score a pre-cooked chicken because the stores typically take a loss on those. Ramen is dirt cheap and 2 bags of frozen stuff should be able to fit in for 10-ish a pop. Potatoes and eggs. Everyone would get 3 eggs. So, I'll need to buy 2 dozen. That's less than $10 and get potatoes by the 10 pounds we can drink water. If I have something left over for cheese and peppers, I'll get it. If not, that's all it wrote. Rice and beans. 5 pounds of rice $3.04. Butter to add flavor to rice $4.05. 4 pounds of pinto beans $3.3.50. Assorted spices to add flavor $1.02 per container. Probably lasts 2-3 meals, spices longer, and extra room and budget for something fun or meat. Rice, beans and bacon. Rice 3.52, beans 1.50, bacon 3.92, money remaining for seasoning. Produce onions 3, garlic 1.50. Around $23 with taxes at a Walmart in LA, which I think is an expensive city, so I tune the time to check the prices. Gordon Ramsay's spicy sausage and rice. I omit the fresh tomatoes as garnish and use dried parsley if I don't have fresh or it's too outrageous. A single batch feeds 4 adults, with a dinner roll or 2. Or homemade sloppy joes. It's actually quite easy to eat at that price point if you cook yourself and keep basic spices in your pantry. You could make chicken and dumplings all day long. It's basically chicken quarters, flour, seasoning, and water. Honestly, with €30 not dollars, I could cook chicken breasts for each, without much trouble. Or cook a couple of good pizzas and a brownie. Or make grilled sole with salad. Or tortilla to pot hot sauce. €30 is good enough here. Pasta, snags and bread. Pikiti cold chicken tenders with small tortilla wraps, lettuce, aioli cheese, snags, rice, chorizo veggies, chicken stroganoff, chicken straw, pikiti on rice, toasted ham cheese sandwiches. A go-to few. Spaghetti sandwiches and beef stew in a crock pot are both good calls. Or the classic, rice and beans baby. You can feed 8 on like $12 with rice and beans. Hell, even splurge and get you black beans and lime as egg fried rice. I can feed 24 mouths a decent course of my egg fried rice with $30, though ideally it'd be a prepped meal, as fried rice is better with refrigerated rice rather than freshly cooked rice. White Castle. Mom's youngest of 7 in 1960s Tennessee, and said 2 of her brothers would steal from grocery stores in their job at White Castle, in order to have something to eat that day. Worked for her. Eggy rice with frozen veg. 2 pounds bag white rice $2. 18-count eggs $3. 2 pounds bag frozen mixed veg $3. You can even get fancy with it and add a bit of soy sauce or other sauces with some of the leftover money. Rotisserie chicken from the grocery store. Mashed potatoes with gravy made from chicken juices, peas and carrots. Beef stew meat, beef neck bones, potatoes or rice, carrots, onion, celery, rice, carrots, bean mix. A Costco roasted chicks. Apples with peanut butter for dessert. I'd add peas, but for some reason they are too expensive now. I don't know why frozen peas cost so much. Knife for $10, a few carrier bags and some masking tape $5, and meat to eat for the next week. Be careful of the bones. The other $15. Cleaning supplies and a Pepsi if you're feeling flush. Crickets, flies, and mealworms. I hear that geckos like a mix of these insects and prefer them live. I see nowhere in the title indicating the species of said 8 mouths. In the current environment, 8 cups of ramen. And I would still need to put part of it on a credit card because $30 won't cover it. Sarcasm, but not far from the truth. Our slow cooking always has some great content that will work for this. The tortellini soup should fit this post. There's a recipe doc on that subreddit somewhere. How long do I have to feed off of $30, and am I in the United States or somewhere like South America? There are a lot of unanswered questions here, buddy. Dried beans, black, kidney, romano, couple cans of diced tomatoes, couple pounds of ground beef, some bok taco seasoning. Bam, you have chili. Serve with rice. Rice, beans, ground beef seasoning, tortillas in corn. Or garlic bread and tons of spaghetti sauce, maybe some ground beef in the sauce. Little Caesars pizza. For $30 I'd buy a couple packs of Foster Farms chicken tenderloins, some flour, breadcrumbs and Italian seasoning. Fried in lard as opposed to vegetable oil. Chicken Alfredo. Box of penne .898, 2 jars of Alfredo, usually around 5 for 2 jars, and a pack of boneless chicken breasts, maybe 10. Good pasta. On the KFC app I can get an 8-piece, 8 chicken tenders, mashed potatoes, fries, and coleslaw for $30. Taken care of and don't even have to cook. Bam! Eggs, whole wheat toast, and one of the following: Bragg's nutritional yeast, Marmite, jam, cheese, ketchup. Instant noodles and eggs. Rice and beans. Rice, big frozen bag of mixed vegetables or broccoli florets, and densest package of chicken breast thighs you can find for $15. Season to taste. Enchilada casserole. Tortillas, cheese, can enchilada sauce, rotisserie chicken. 2 boxes of rice-a-roni. Not saying it's authentic, but we'll feed 8. I don't think anyone enjoys spending that much, but it's nice to go out once in a while. It's an experience and that's important to a lot of people. 3 pounds andouille sausage. 4 packages of Vigo red beans and rice. 2 bell peppers. 2 jalapeno peppers. 2 large onions. Edam battet sausage math stew. 10 pounds of taters $3, 3 pounds carrots $3, onion $4, celery $2, and then you can use the remaining $18 for meat or whatever else to toss in. Pasta with meat and vegetable onion, garlic, carrot, tomato sauce. Pocket $10.15. Honestly with 30 you can just get 2 pizzas and a side. Sweet potato, red pepper and chickpea curry with rice. My go-to easy cook for a big group. Probably have a good chunk of money left over. I would say hamburger helper and use just say 1/4 of the meat, or a can of tuna, but I think that it would really not stretch for 8 mo's. Vegetables, rice, beans, yogurt, cheese, bread, lentils. So many things I can't even list them here. Can buy so much food for $30. I think I'd do tacos. Black beans, yellow rice, flour or corn or both tortillas, sour cream, shredded lettuce, tomatoes, cheese, red beans and rice, chili, chicken soup, gumbo, dirty rice, or chicken creole are some choices. $30 is a ton of money for one meal. Tuna noodle casserole. Cheap egg noodles, a can of cream of mushroom soup and as low as 1 can of tuna. 2 is optimal. Slow cooking stew, carrots, potatoes, onions, tomato paste, and the cheapest cut of meat. Yummy and inexpensive.